On to 15 at 15. Today we're doing excellent. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Do you remember this? I mean, I know I do. This was so awesome. Can you believe that that's Keanu Reeves in the top right? Awesome. So we're doing excellent startup views in Revit today. And guess what? You're in for a treat. The reason being is today's 15 at 15 is going to be, that's right, a 2-for-1 special. You heard it, 2-for-1. So today we're going to actually be doing Ideate Link to create new sheets in Revit. And in part 2, we're going to be using Ideate Sticky with automation to create document issue records on cover sheets. So you ready? Let's go. We got 15 minutes. I think we can do this. All right, here it goes. First, a little bit about myself. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I've been in the industry almost 30 years. In that time, my job as a solutions architect is to provide software training and solutions to our customers from coast to coast, including all the different Autodesk applications as well as Bluebeam, one of my favorite apps. But today, we're going to be talking about Ideate solutions, particularly starting off with Ideate Link. Here in the first part, we're going to go through and use Ideate Link to create new sheets using Ideate Link definitions and Excel. So first of all, what the heck is Ideate Link? Ideate Link is a software application that allows us to seamlessly exchange information from Revit to Excel and back. You can use the power and ease of Excel to fill out information, create new information, and have that information populate back into Revit. Nice and easy. Now, another nice thing about our Ideate Link software solution is it pre-ships with over 300 different link definitions, which makes your job easy because you don't want to have to create the stuff from scratch. All these scripts are already there for you. In addition, you can create the scripts if you want yourself, but we've already kickstarted you in the right location, in the right place. Here, we're going to take a look at just one of our many solutions. Here, we're going to use Link to create new elements. And as you see on the screen here, we have a variety of different things that we can do to create new elements. In this first example, what we're going to do is use Link to create new sheets. And I want to show you how easy it is to use. Here, I'm going to open up Revit. Let's go through and see how easy this is to do. First, whoops, where'd it go? Oh no, it just crashed. Sorry, folks. Well, it's live. Give me just a moment. Oh, that is a first. Hold on. Coming back to you live. Let's go back over here and take a look at doing this again. All right, so here we go. Okay, Ideate Link. Now, as I mentioned before, we're going to use Ideate Link with our predefined definitions here to create new sheets. Here, we're going to use Link in this case to create one set of new sheets in a Revit project. Here, let's see how easy it is to get this started. What we're going to do is open up Revit and then take a look at Link. In Link, what we're simply going to do is browse our existing libraries and look at creating new elements. Here, we'll start to do a quick search, looking for things that are how to create something new. We'll click Next, and the whole idea here is we want to generate a new set of sheets. First, we're going to take a look at our existing sheets by filtering out and looking at our existing sheets. We need this in order to have something to get started to, so we can then append that and create our own sheets. Here, this is going to create an Excel spreadsheet that Link creates. Let me go ahead and drag this over to the right, and you can see I have 10 sheets that currently exist in my project. Now I'm going to sit there and basically go through and format it for future use so I can then downstream add these new sheets. On the right-hand side is our link definitions, and I can create new levels here. I can create new views and even create new sheets. Or if I want, I even can create new viewports. In this particular example, let's take a look at one of the preset definitions on creating new sheets. All the heavy lifting has already been created here, including all of the formulas built into Excel. I don't have to do anything. Here, the only thing I need to do is copy the information from Excel and then paste it into the new Excel spreadsheet. I'll paste the information and now highlight the whole thing. Here, I'm going to basically use simple Excel to copy the information of my formatting for my sheets. Here, I'll simply drag the formatting from my existing sheet and copy that down to my new sheets using Excel. Next, I'll go ahead and apply a true statement, which is going to tell BIMlink to go ahead and create these new sheets for me. Here's the list of all my sheets, 30 by 42. I've gone ahead and filled out the name of the sheets that I want, and using the power of Excel, I'll start to go through and make sure that I don't have any duplicates. Now, this is a power move here built into Excel. I'll make sure, for example, if I rename one of those sheets that I'm not duplicating it. Here I can see that I've duplicated one of my MC sheets, so I'll go ahead and rename it to a unique 301. Now I have unique sheets. I simply save it and close it. Now all I need to do is re-import that new sheet that was created. That new sheet is imported, and just like that, BIMlink will show me all my new sheets in yellow. How great is that? All my existing sheets are down below, my new sheets in yellow. That's how easy it is to use BIMlink and create new sheets in my project schedule. Can you imagine how much time this can save you? This is just one of many automated tasks that BIMlink and automation uses. Now, let's take a look at part 2 of the 15 and 15. Here, we're going to use Ideate Automation and Ideate Sticky. Together, we're going to use both of these software solutions to automate our document issue record on our cover sheet. We'll automate this so that we can simply have our issue record documents on our cover sheet always up to date. And we never have to worry, do we have the latest information on our cover sheet? So first, what exactly is Ideate Automation? Ideate Automation is a robust Windows standalone application used to automate mundane Revit tasks, which frees us up to do other more important things. This can run with or without Ideate software solutions such as BIMlink, Ideate Explorer, Style Manager, and the rest of the Ideate apps. Ideate Automation also supports Revit versions 2022 all the way through 2025. So now let's take a look at how we can combine Ideate Automation to create that document issue record information. Here, we're going to basically run a script through our Ideate Automation to look at document issue records. And we're going to create a new template for that. So how are we going to do this? Well, we're going to combine Sticky, Ideate BIMlink, and Ideate Automation to create our document issue record, to create a document, in this case, something like this, where we'll have a spreadsheet in the way that we want it formatted and bring that in using Sticky into our cover sheet. So how exactly are we going to do this? We're going to involve Ideate Sticky. And what exactly is Ideate Sticky? We talked about automation. We're going to combine that with Ideate Sticky to bring in non-BIM data. This is information that is created in Excel, Word, or PDF. Imagine the possibilities of having all of that information at your fingertips where you can create all of those different type of file types outside of Revit and automatically go through and link those into your Revit project. You have the ability to go through and live link it as well, so any changes to the documents will automatically update in our Revit project. Today, we're going to be taking a look at focusing on one specific file type, Excel. We'll see how when we run automation, that the information that is output to Excel is live linked back into our Revit project. So how does this work as a global scale? Here, again, we're going to use Ideate Automation and BIMlink. We're then going to export that information out to Excel using built-in macros. Then we're going to utilize Ideate Sticky to sticky it to our Revit project. Then we're going to use Ideate Automation to rinse and repeat the whole process so we always have our current document issue record on our cover sheets. So ultimately, at the end of the day, our cover sheet should have up-to-date information. And again, we can worry about other things, not these these tasks over here on our cover sheet. So we can focus on more important tasks. So here's what we're going to do in a nutshell. It's going to be done by 3 simple processes. To run Ideate Automation, we're going to do 3 simple things. First, we're going to use our built-in script to create our document issue record. This is going to create our Excel document with our up-to-date information. We're then going to place that information using Ideate Sticky, and we'll stick that onto our cover sheet. Then we'll use Ideate BIMlink to update that information at a frequency that we want. We'll go ahead and run this automation to make sure that we get our optimal information all the time consistent on all of our projects, in this case, this one particular project with automation. So we'll rinse and repeat without ever wondering, do we have the right information on our cover sheet? Let's take a look at how this is done now. Here, I'll go ahead and run Ideate Automation by itself. Revit is in the background. It's not even running. Here, it'll tell me what it requires, and now I'll browse to my Revit project. This can live locally or in the clouds. Here, I'll select the file, and I'll use our built-in document issue template. Then, I'll pick a location for where I want this Excel document to live, and I'll give it a unique name. Then, I'll go ahead and connect that information using our BIMlink information that ships with the software. Over here, I'll turn on additional software solutions or software options so then I can find out where it's being exported, the links that it's being used, and make sure to use the BIMlink samples that ships with Ideate Automation. Now here, I'll go ahead and schedule this, or I'll go ahead and run it. Here for exercise for this today's sample, I'll go ahead and run it. Now, what's unique about this is automatically opening up Revit. Now remember, the process here is we want to go through and open up Revit so it goes through and creates this Excel spreadsheet for us. Without ever having to lift a finger, Ideate BIMlink is running in the background to go through and issue that information. Here we can see in our scheduled tasks that it's now complete. There it is. It just completed the task and automatically shut down Revit. Next, what we'll do is create a new task. Here we're going to go through and open up that Revit project. We're creating this in order to go through and browse to that same project. We'll locate it and select those files. Here we can open that with work sets closed, which minimizes the amount of time it takes to open up that Revit project. We'll run the task and you'll notice it automatically runs Revit. Here it's automating the process, and again the reason why is that we want to go through and capture that Excel document and then utilize Sticky to stick it onto the project. Here we'll select Sticky. We'll find the location and locate the source of that Excel document that we just did in the previous step. We'll open it up, give it a name, make sure it's okay, and then click OK. Here, it's now in our list of Excel documents. I'll go ahead and select Auto Update. That way, every time it runs, it automatically goes through and pulls the information right to our sheet. Now, all I have to do is locate it and place it exactly where I want on my document cover sheet. Here, you'll notice, for example, I have information that I need to review. I can update the information in Excel and format it any way that I like. Here, it has all of our sheet numbers. And next, what we're going to do is begin to automate the process where we can have this run all the time. But let's say there's a new revision. Here, we'll change this revision 8 to a new addendum 2. What we'll do is we'll apply this to the drawing, but we'll also use Ideate software and start to go through and create these revisions on different sheets. Yet another tool in our toolbox. Here, let's go through and run revisions on sheets. This gives us the opportunity to open up a dialog box and be able to place that addendum 2 on any sheet without having to go sheet to sheet to sheet. Here, I've turned on full preview so I can see every sheet in my drawing set. Here, I can just randomly go through and select which sheets are going to receive addendum 2. Keep in mind, I don't have to open up each sheet. Now, here, I'll go ahead and save the information, synchronize this back to the cloud, in this case to BIM Collaborate Pro, and then save locally. What I would do normally. Now, all I have to do is repeat the task that I had created before. This is going to open up Revit and basically start to go through and automate the process that I would normally have to do manually. Again, we've updated the information, and now when we start to take a look at our project, the information using Ideate Sticky will have our up-to-date information. It'll bring in that new current information into our sheet, and it's done. Then all I have to do is go back and rerun my other scheduled task. This is going to go through and complete the whole cycle. The first one was to create the Excel spreadsheet. We updated it and then reran the spreadsheet creation to include the new addendum 2. The second repeated automation was to go through and pull all that information together in our cover page. Automatically, it's going through and retrieving that new Excel spreadsheet and bringing it into our cover sheet. And here in just a moment, we'll zoom in and we can see now we have addendum 2. Automatically, I didn't have to worry about did I get it correct. All the information is up to date. Notice I have all the information in addendum 2 to the sheets that I've identified. It's just that easy. And as you can see, Ideate solutions are incredibly powerful. Our software solutions, again, can be used on Revit 2022 all the way through 2025 and are very easy to use and incredibly powerful. So now, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us here on LinkedIn, Facebook, find us on YouTube or Twitter or X. I hope you enjoyed today's 15 at 15. My name is Rick Kramer. It has been a pleasure bringing you new information and some new techniques using our Ideate software solutions. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time at our next 15 at 15. Have a great rest of your day. Take care, everyone.